Getting lean doesn't mean you got to sit on your own like Billy No Mates eating a salad like a rabbit. Let's go and cook Joe's chicken pie. Right, so we're going to start things off then with a knob of butter. And we've got some mushrooms. Leaky, bosh! Yeah, butter, that's right. Of course, it is high calories, you've got to eat in moderation. Butter's not as bad as we once thought. It's really good source of saturated fats. Next up, add your sliced chicken breast. Get in there. Slow-mo tossing. Chicken stock, get in the mix. Corn flour mixed with a little bit of water. Oh, look at that. Double cream. A little bit of salt and pepper. Baby spinach. Grab yourself a pie dish, pour it in, and we're going to top this with our phyllo pastry, scrunch it up and squish it on. The more surface area, the crispier it's going to get. 20 minutes in the oven, that phyllo's going to come out all nice and crispy. That's what you want, the crunch, the phyllo crunch. Nice big portion of your favourite greens. Oh, get out of town. That is a chicken pie. Next time you think about ordering a takeaway curry, hold your horses and give this lamb curry madras a go. It's quicker, it's easier, and it's much healthier. Coconut oil in the pan. When the oil's got nice and hot, throw in your diced onions. Next up, a nice big dollop of madras curry paste. And a little splash of water. Right, this is starting to smell amazing, so next up we're going to get some big old chunks of lamb. Bosh, get in there. Then we've got some chicken stock. Bring it to the boil, let it simmer for about an hour. Next up, throw in the cauliflower and lentils.
Lentils are tiny, tasty pulses that pack a punch. Just 100 grams gives you a quarter of the fibre you need each day, and they're a great source of iron to fight fatigue.
Let it simmer for about 25 minutes without the lid on. Ooh, saucy! That's a bit of me, that is. Next up, big handful of spinach. Give that a good stir, and then we're going to add the final ingredients. This is cashew nut cream. All you've got to do is soak some cashews in water, blitz it up, and you're left with a lovely creamy paste. That's got loads of healthy fats, and that's really going to make the curry nice and creamy. All you've got to do now is serve it up, stick it in a big bowl, and go and enjoy it with all your mates. I mean, check that out. Who needs to order a greasy takeaway when you can make this little beauty at home? Right, if you're a burger fan like me and want to get a bit guilty, try this one. It's my homemade McLeanie burger. You want to get some extra lean turkey mince. Chop up some fresh coriander, straight in the bowl. Some spring onion, bosh! Salt and pepper, a little bit of sesame oil, and finally, smells odd, but gives it loads of flavour. It's fish sauce, but only a tiny little drop of this. Right, get stuck in. Right, so separate this into 4. Everyone's going to love these. Squeeze it together nice and firm. Throw them in the pan. Wallop! Right, get some Greek yoghurt, a little bit of chipotle paste, give it a mix, and that is going to be our lovely burger sauce. Look at the state of that.
And guess who ate nearly all those burgers all by himself?
Chicken Kiev is one of my favourite things as a kid. My mum used to make it for me, but it was always frozen. She'd bang it in the oven. It wasn't very healthy. So this is a healthier version. It tastes just as good, and it's really quick and easy to make. Instead of using rice and mashed potato, I'm going to do a little trick and make some cauliflower rice. It tastes really good and goes perfect with the chicken Kiev.
Often overshadowed by its green cousin broccoli, cauliflower's pretty cool too. Packed with vitamins and antioxidants, it contains a nifty vitamin choline thought to improve long-term memory, and vitamin K that can improve your bone health. It's the super veg you need in your basket.
Just blitz it up, just pulse it. Perfect, that's just the texture you want, so it looks like couscousy rice. A little bit of coconut oil in the pan, in with your cauliflower rice, stir fry that for a few minutes, and then we'll get on with the chicken. Take a nice big sheet of cling film, get your chicken breast and stick it right in the middle. Then you want to give it a good old bash with a hammer or a rolling pin. So really give it some. You want to make it nice and thin because it's going to cook quicker. You want a little knob of butter. Chicken breast in the pan. We're now going to make the garlic butter. All you're going to need is some fresh garlic into a bowl, a few knobs of butter, and a little bit of chopped parsley. This is where all the flavours are, the garlic, the parsley, the butter. We're going to spread this on top of our chicken, and that becomes a chicken Kiev. Chicken's done, we've got our garlic butter, now we can start plating up the dish. Get a nice big pile of cauliflower rice, lay your chicken breast on top of the rice, take a nice big dollop of the garlic butter, sprinkle a little bit of parsley on top, add a few more healthy fats with a handful of walnuts, and all you need now to finish the dish is a little green side salad. Pile that onto the plate, get some of your favourite greens. Cool, look at that, a healthy version of a classic chicken Kiev. It's going to taste just as good, and it's way, way healthier. And here's my healthy version of a great British dish. Who said fish and chips can't be healthy? Certainly not me. First thing you want to do is take a big sweet potato, chop it into wedges and stick it on a tray with a little bit of coconut oil, season with salt and pepper and bang them in the oven for about 20 minutes.
Sweet potatoes are the perfect post-workout carbohydrate. They're a great source of potassium, magnesium and iron, and their natural sugars slowly release into the bloodstream, helping you get a more stable source of energy.
Now what you're going to do is get 3 plates. We're going to put flour on one, so a little bit of salt and pepper in with the flour. On the second plate, you're going to crack a couple of eggs, whisk them up, and on the last one, you've got some breadcrumbs. Step 1, cover it in flour and shake off any excess. Step 2, dip it in the egg, make sure you cover it, because this is what's going to make the breadcrumbs stick to the fish. Then, the third and final step, dip it in your breadcrumbs. Who needs that greasy old chip shop batter, eh? Take the wedges out of the oven and add the fish to the tray. We're now going to get it baking. No decent fish and chips would be complete without a nice portion of mushy peas, and here's how I make them. You boil some peas, put a little bit of fresh mint in there, a little bit of fresh chilli, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So give them a good old mash, get right in there. And that is how you make the perfect homemade mushy peas. Eating fish and chips and burning fat, is he having a laugh? Not me, mate, not when you make it like this. Homemade, healthy fish and chips, that is how you do it and stay lean.
When you've worked up a sweat, the reward is really worth it. Packed with healthy fats, protein and carbs, there's nothing better than my bad boy burrito.
It's quick and easy, got loads of flavour, and this is the sort of food that's going to give you energy right through the day. First things first, take a saucepan and chuck in some refried beans. And a little bit of fresh coriander. Give it a little mix, a little bit of coconut oil in a pan, bit of red onion.
The humble onion will add flavour to any savoury dish. Now don't cry, it has appealing properties, including quercetin, an antioxidant with antifungal, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Great for those aching joints, even if you're feeling a little anti-exercise.
Next up, red peppers, a little bit of chilli flakes, and a lovely bit of thyme. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl, whisk them up, a little knob of butter, add the eggs, give it a little stir, take 1 tortilla and warm it up in the mic, spread the refried beans all over your tortilla, and then start building your bad boy burrito. Now it's time for the tricky bit, folding it up. So go over the top, side to side, roll it up nice and tight, and check that out. That is what I call a banging burrito.